friends, and welcome back to The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC. In our last video, we spent another day in, I'm always forgetting, the land of 1,000 fables, because I'm having so much fun with all the fairy tales. And in today's video, I hope we get to do more of the same. So, yeah, let's go get started. That was a really rushed start to the video. But we left off where we need to find Little Red Riding Hood, and she went down the well.
Jump in the well.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
Thanks. For science, I suppose? Oh, are they right there already? They are right there already. So there's the... what do you call the wood cutter or the woodsman? Little Red Riding Hood. So now I need to get out of here. She's gonna play, I'm assuming, Little Red Riding Hood. And then Geralt is going to play the hunter. I should probably get out my, killer whale, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just swim fast, right? Where am I at? Up. There we go. What is that over there? Can I not? Really? Can I not? What is that?
Any luck?
Yep, look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Fine. Not bad. What is this over here? I have to go look at this. Not bad at all. Don't know much about fashion, so. She looks fine.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. And you, the hunter.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if Little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Well, Siana can play Hood.
Not a problem. Siana can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
This is crazy. Oh. And I love how the big bad wolf has like this very, very Frenchy accent. And I am getting my butt beat. Yeah, you get him, Siana. Go on.
Ugh, ugly and fierce.
And not taking as much damage as I'd hope. I should probably put on an oil of some kind, but we'll just power through. Alright. Oh, big bad wolf.
Remember what Joss said about the red bean? A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly.
Oh.
Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
What?
I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or If those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity, are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
No, I'm interested, so tell me what happened.
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They had escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Maybe you should have stayed there. I mean, she might have been happier, and all these people would be alive, but, like, she probably wants what she considers justice and not just revenge, because your birthright was taken from you for something that wasn't even in your control. And they treated you horribly, no doubt, because they had these suspicions about you. And then you just became what they thought you should be, probably. And oh my gosh, it's such a hot mess. But anyway, maybe you should have stayed there. Let's see how that goes. Probably not good.
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
But when did you meet Dettlaff, and why did you leave him? I have questions about your ex-boyfriend. You have been through a lot, and she survived. I'm happy for her is probably not the right word, but I'm glad she survived and met good people. Because clearly she wasn't surrounded by good people in Toussaint.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me.
Yeah.
Right. We've had our chat. Come.
She forgot about you. She didn't come looking for you. There's lots of things going on there. Fake tooth, corkscrew, and bottle caps. It's random. I got a bestiary entry to read too. Magic food. What's a magic food gonna do? Does it give me more points? No, it's just regular food that's just slightly magical. Excuse me, Siana. Thank you. Magic gold. What does magic gold do? Sold to merchants or dismantled into crafting components. Okay. Hang on to that for a little bit. What's out here? Ah, it's locked. Okay. Well, let's go to my bestiary, the big bad wolf. I loved this character. It was great. Vulnerable against beast oil. Should have added that. So you asked me why I have these big hands, my friend. Well, I'll tell you my secret exercise. Why I have these? Big Bad Wolf. Anyway, the Big Bad Wolf, who lived in the land of 1,000 fables, was like the other denizens of the strange sphere, created by Arturus Vigo, based on a figure from folktales. Once he served as a playmate to the Duke's daughters, acting out scenes with a certain red-hooded girl and her grandmother. But as the fable lands slowly degenerated, so did he. Geralt and Syanna met the Big Bad Wolf while he was nursing a nasty hangover and was not eager to cooperate. Yet since our heroes needed a bean, which the wolf had, they forced him to act out his tale. The tale ended as it always had. The big bad wolf attacked the hunter, played by Geralt, biting and clawing him fiercely, while his own wounds healed almost instantaneously. Inevitably, however, the big bad wolf was killed and his stomach cut open. This time out came not a grandma or her granddaughter, but a magic bean. Yeah. All right, let's head back over here. We need to find... Oh, my... Is this Anise? Can I... What's over here? Okay, but before we go that way, we have to come over here. There was this... What is this thing going on over here?
4 animals stacked atop each other. What was the tale called again?
The musicians of Blaviken. Huh. You've some link to the town as well, don't you?
But my tale's not much like this one.
Your unicorn is stalking you.
Geralt. Don't call me cruel.
What happened? I didn't do anything. I just went up there and stood next to them. Like, how is that a thing? I keep accidentally killing the people of this land when they don't do anything to me. Is there anything else over here? I probably shouldn't have gone that way. No. Oh, Geralt, we're gonna have some problems, aren't we? Okay, finally out of the water. Let's come over here and see if there's anything else. So we've had a dragon, we had some musicians who exploded. Is there anybody else over here who wants to do anything?
Night's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know.
Oh.
Wonder how he got here.
In past times, Rhena and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far outnumber princesses in the real world, so some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of pixies. Irony's delicious.
Toussaint armor, Toussaint boots, Toussaint gauntlets, and trousers. I mean, I would literally ran over his body while looking up for something. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna put it on, I don't think. I mean, I'm gonna put it on just to see what it looks like. I mean, he needs a helmet to go along with this look. Right? He really does need a helmet. No, definitely a solid pass on that one. Anything else over here by the waters? Maybe? What's this?
Will o' the Wisp. Think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Oh, it'll be fine. I'll get out my sword. It'll be fine. It showed us the dead, you know what, it's fine. It showed us the dead body. Let's go back. We need to visit the 3 bears. That's who's next. Let's try to find our way back to the big bad wolves. If there's anything else, I'm sure I'll run into it naturally, right? That could happen, right? Maybe? There we go, maybe we can get up this way. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Hang on, I want to try to find Little Red Riding Hood's house, or Grandmama's house. Okay, there's Grandmama's house. And here's the path that we need to follow. And then it looked like the bears were... They look like they're down there, but what's up here? Oh, it's just another way in. Okay, let's save. I love the fairy tales.
3 bears.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small. A third just right.
And is that a dead Goldilocks?
Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
No bean here. Gotta keep looking.
I want to keep poking around. Magic food.
Someone's eaten from our bowl.
Oh dear. Oh dear, this was probably such a very bad idea. Oh, I'm sorry, little bear cub. I'm all about making bad decisions today. Oh, and here come like the 80 billion dislikes. You killed the bears, but why? Because I make poor decisions, obviously. Anything else? I just wanted to kind of poke around and take their magic food. I'm such a horrible person. Okay, well, now we have to go talk to Longlocks. Would that be Rapunzel, but you can't use the name Rapunzel due to copyright reasons? That would be my guess. Because the Disney overlords might get mad at you. How do I'm guessing that Goldilocks is not Goldilocks, Longlocks is the one in the tower, because I know that much about Rapunzel. The tower, she puts down the hair and you climb up, and she was locked away by a witch who wanted to stay young
This
forever.
Longlocks tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remembered.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground.
Ah,
Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
bald farmhand, long hair, deep beneath the ground would be up above the ground. Yeah, I'm not really good at picking up this stuff until the game clearly points it out to me. Oh, and Geralt's gonna have to climb?
It always grapple up her braid in the past, but I don't see it anywhere.
We'll find another way up.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Climbing's not Geralt's strong suit either, let's be clear. There is a dead body.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
I just want to point out, on my first video of Witcher 3, the very first one, I murdered Geralt within, the first 10 minutes? Because I fell off of something high up, a balcony, and now I have to climb? It's going to be interesting. So far, so good, though. I mean, I know there's a ladder here, but it's a baby step. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I murdered Geralt again by tripping over a rock almost. So I almost murdered Geralt again, not really by tripping over a rock. There's the words. Oh no. There we go. Whoosh. That was close. Nothing else in here? Oh, we're not even... Ugh. I mean... It's a beautiful view, but I'm not gonna look anymore. We're still going. I can't look up high enough. Oh. Oh, Longlocks. Oh dear.
Too late!
I'm guessing she's probably a wraith because that's the sound she made, and I I'm missing her a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna go with. And I don't like wraiths, so we're gonna get out my Spectre oil. There we go. And gosh dang. Oh no. Oh, she's like a... Oh, Geralt, you died. Oh gosh, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, I'm so sorry, Geralt. Okay, take number... I don't remember.
Too late!
Come on, throw the bomb. Gotta be careful with these guys. They hit really, really, really hard. Okay. And more skeletons. Yeah! Yeah, that's really awful. Like, really, really awful. Like, really, really awful. Okay, before I forget, let's go look at the bestiary entry. Get all my stuff back. So she would be under Wraith, right? Or Spectre, actually. So Longlocks. Oh. Well, since it seems this hair won't be pulling up any knights in shining armor, might as well put it to some use. The last words of Longlocks. Oh. So sad. Everyone knows love stories can have tragic endings, but few would think this also applies to princesses from fairy tales, created to relive a set happy ending over and over again. Longlocks had the misfortune of becoming just such an unlikely tragic heroine. After the Duke's daughters grew up and the land of 1,000 Fables went feral, Longlocks, whose prince never came and who suffered greatly from her loneliness, decided to hang herself by her own braid. After she died, her ghost stayed to haunt the castle in which she had awaited her suitor. Well, that's horrible. I mean, I like the fairy tales, but they're all kind of sad and depressing now. 54, and let's just do one more. We should be at 84%. Well, it'll be fine. It'll get us through. Oh, but other loot. Expensive toys, okay. And magic food. And a yellow bean.
Here it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
Do you see the magic food just kind of came back? And it came back again. Oh, that's so cool. All right, well now I need to make my way back down to Siana, I suppose. Can I? Let's save after that fight to begin with. Is there a fast travel point up here? Over here? Probably not, but maybe. I mean, convenient, wouldn't it? Here's where she let down her hair. Ugh. Well, let's attempt to gently go down the stairs. Okay, we made it. And Geralt didn't die, but it took me a second to get down. Okay. Ooh, more things. So ashes. Anything else over here? Are the skeletons you summoned the skeletons of the dead knights who failed to rescue you? Ugh. Well, let's talk to Siana.
So?
Got the bean, but Longlocks. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Dettlaff was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
So, yeah, you aim to use him from the start? Like, that's really... I mean, I get that Dettlaff's a higher vampire, so not like the nicest of people, and he's killed people. I'm sure Regis has as well. But, like, that's pretty cold.
To use him. Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first, I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Mutna, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Dettlaff. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
Not really? I mean, not exactly? So you weren't frightened of a vampire? Really? Like, I would think you would be. Unless you just don't care about anything anymore. It just sounds like she did, or does.
A higher vampire and you were unimpressed? Don't know if that's brave or just plain foolish.
I've always had a way with ostensibly dangerous, quiet types.
That's supposed to be about me too?
Oh, bother, I hate to disappoint you, Geralt, but your belly button is not the center of the known world. Though, you do remind me of him a bit. Stifling all emotions inside you. Ever feigning indifference. You see, when I met Dettlaff, somehow I knew, call it intuition, that he meant me no harm, that he was trying to frighten me off, for he too was scared. Now do you understand?
I guess.
I like how Geralt's like, whatever. So what happened then?
What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times. Enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Huh. So it doesn't sound like she had a master plan to come back to Toussaint when she first met Dettlaff, but like... I mean, I get why you just sort of left. He's not the guy who's like, let's just be friends with. He's not that guy. But like, he seemed to really care about you. But again, I wasn't there, but I still feel a little like he is a murderous vampire who set vampires loose on Beauclair. So don't feel that sorry for him. He did still kill people. Let's be clear. He's still a quote bad guy, but so is Geralt, I guess, in that sense of the words. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with that, but it doesn't really matter. But oh yeah, he's not a very quote good person, but you still feel bad that he kind of had his heart broken. It's sad. Anyway, you're not afraid to meet Dettlaff?
Got a history with Dettlaff now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sod off to this fecking fable sphere. Now we must plant them by the path near Longlocks Tower. Then prepare to meet the giant.
Right, the giant at the top of the beanstalk. I forgot about that part. And I'm level 53. I mean, wow. Okay. Well, let's go plant and I guess we do have to leave. I feel like I have to have explored everywhere because I'm back to where I started. Oh, look, Pixies. Yay. A whole, like, field of Pixies.
Right, this is the spot. Pull out the beans.
Okay, we're gonna plant the beans here.
Wait!
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful.
Okay.
All right, toss them!
You can go high, but I can't. It's fine. That's not what I would define as abruptly.
Something's always gotta go wrong.
The home stretch.
Oh, don't look down. Do not look down.
Incredible.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with
A giant.
him.
Okay. Defeat the giant. What oil should I use for this guy? I'm thinking ogret? Let's go to my bestiary. Let's look at ogrets real quick. Cyclopses, giants, wham-a-wham. Oh, you remember wham-a-wham? So long ago. I do. Well, let's pull out ogret oil and do our best to, you know, not die. Oh gosh, what the? Cloud giant. Oh. This isn't working out so well. He like cannonballed into the clouds. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. I was doing so well.
For a fairy tale creature, that was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
Useful how? Supposed to get you out of here, so let's go. Yeah, how is Geralt useful to you now?
That so? How? Plan to use me like you did Dettlaff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler. Well, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
Let her have her way with you? That's an option. Well, they're not being coy about it. No, I don't trust you, lady, so some other time, maybe.
Another time, another place, maybe. No offense.
None taken. You spoke clearly, you spoke honestly. It's fine. Come. The exit's this way.
Can I still lose? There we go. I need some greater mutagens. Okay, so let's look at the bestiary entry for this guy. The Cloud Giant. Many things fall from the sky other than rain and snow. Frogs, for example, and the Cloud Giant. Sebald Fangfald, shepherd from Fox Hollow. The Cloud Giant is most likely a degenerated illusionary being. He is an inhabitant of a castle in the sky in the land of 1,000 Fables. This land was abandoned and left untended for years, during which time it began to rot, fester, and degrade. The Cloud Giant was most likely meant to be a pleasant-natured, strong man who would carry the Duke's young daughters on his shoulders and never grow tired. When he became degenerated and overgrown, however, he turned into a dangerous monster. After Jack stole his goose that laid golden eggs, the Cloud Giant decided in the future anyone who climbed onto his cloud would be tossed off without a word of warning. So I know, like, this place is degenerated and is crumbling and, like, everybody's going a little crazy. But, like, It used to be a happier place, but did the little girls have to climb the beanstalk to go home? Was that their only exit? What happens if a little kid tripped and fell all the way down the beanstalk? Would, like, a cloud stop and catch them? Like, how is that not, like, super dangerous, even when it is a unicorns and rainbows place without crazy people?
Go on, jump in the well.
That was a while ago. That was earlier.
Another will-o'-the-wisp. Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right, my due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do, and I regret nothing. One lives but once.
Okay. Just gonna explore to see if there's any interesting loot along the way. Probably not, but you never know. We could find something.
Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Oh, this well is what you were talking about. Why do I have to go first? Why can't you go first?
Go on, jump in the well.
I'll save again. For science!
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Anariette and I would use it to...
hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Regis, calm down. Both of you stop. Siana, don't start a fight you can't win. Well, she can't win that fight. But how about both of you just stop?
Calm down, both of you.
But
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Dettlaff ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
Yeah, are you nervous, Siana?
You nervous?
It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Gotta say, I'm kind of surprised that she's like, yeah, I said I'd do it, so I'll do it. I feel like with her past of like lying, cheating, stealing, running a Van de Kamp of her own, like you would think that she wouldn't actually do it, but get ready. Dettlaff's gonna be here any minute, and I can't imagine he's gonna be happy.
Let's get ready. Dettlaff will be here any moment now. Siana, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Dettlaff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What?
What?
But how?
What?
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again.
Uh-oh.
She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled, Witcher!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Carol, what are you doing? Run away! Oh, optional prepare for the fight? Yeah, okay, but first things first. Okay, we're on Tesham Mutna quest now. Let's attempt to find the quest update from the last one. All right, so the last quest was Beyond Hill and Dale. Ooh, let's catch my breath a little bit. So the quest text says, Geralt had not at first planned to free Siana. He had focused his efforts on forcing Dettlaff to reveal himself and fight. But then Geralt changed his mind. I cannot rightly say why. It's possible Regis persuaded him, though it's just as likely the Witcher had concluded he would not slay a sentient creature, all the more so because said creature had been betrayed. Just as Damien had advised, Regis and Geralt went to the playroom at the Ducal Palace. It seemed a strange choice for a prison, but Anna Henrietta was known to have oft unusual ideas. The Witcher and the vampires searched the room, but found no sign of Siana. They deduced she had to be concealed inside an illusion the mage Arturus Vigo had created it years earlier for the ducal daughters when they were but children. It was a fairy tale, and it was a fairy tale land, one which one could enter through the room. It was a fairy tale land one could enter through. It's fine. So the land of a thousand fables was an extraordinary place. It was. It really was. Now it was also extraordinarily dangerous, for Arcturus Vigo's spell cast many years earlier had begun to degenerate, change, and grow wild. This was a result of something called magic entropy. The world's fairy tale characters had grown unpredictable and aggressive, something the Witcher got a taste of soon into his adventure there. Despite these difficulties, he found Siana. The Witcher and the Duchess's sister now shared a goal. Both trapped in this magical land, they needed to find a way out. They joined forces. Siana knew the exit from the land of a thousand fables lay hidden among the clouds overhead. Their first task was to find the magic beans that would help them ascend. So now that Siana's back there, can she still use the beanstalk, or does she just start all over? That'd be funny. Anyway, a boy named Joss would know where to find the magic beans, yet Josh, who obsessively cried wolf, was known to be a pathological liar. He proved hard to pin down, for his convoluted clues were the exact opposite of the truth. By Josh's reckoning, the red bean had not been swallowed, though the one who had not swallowed it was the most humanly human in all the land. Oh, I get it. It was a wolf who actually did swallow it. There, see, now I finally get it. The blue bean, on the other hand, lay out in the open, watched over nobody times 3. So it was hidden, watched over by 3 pigs. The yellow bean, in turn, could be found deep underground, a bald farmhand, its guard and keeper. See, I get it now. The Witcher and Siana found all the beans at last. They planted them and climbed the stalk that sprouted into the clouds. High in the sky, they spied a castle. Then the giant who called it home, a giant, you might say, then tremble in your boots. But the Witcher and his companion defeated it post-haste. Geralt and Siana finally left the land of a thousand fables. Meanwhile, in the city, the massacre had raged unchecked, yet Siana had returned, so hope burned anew. If Dettlaff and his former lover could be made to meet, the vampires rampaging the city would come to an end. So our next quest, like I said, is Tesham Mutna, which is the evil vampire ruins, and I need to help Regis fight Dettlaff. Oh my gosh, this is such a mess, and I hate to do it, but we are going to have to pause here for today because I'm already a little bit over on time, and who knows how many tries it's going to take me to fight Dettlaff. So in our next video, which is tomorrow, we will pick back up here and fight Dettlaff and see what happens next. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
That's all I say.